Good morning, children. Let us begin with part 2 of theme 4, the Central Islamic lands. Islamic calendar. The Muslims and their new religion had faced considerable opposition from the Makkans. People who lived in Makkah were called as Makkans. In 622, Muhammad was forced to migrate with his followers to Medina. The year of his journey marked the beginning of the Muslim calendar, and this was called as Hijri era. The Caliphate and its objectives. After the death of Muhammad in 632 AD, no one remained there to succeed him as a prophet. So his authority was transferred to Ummah with no established rule of succession. Then began the process of innovations which led to the formation of the institution of the Caliphate, in which the leader of the community, Amir al-Mu'minin, became the deputy, that is Khalifa of the Prophet. There were two main objectives of the Caliphates. They were, first was to retain the control over the tribes constituting Ummah, and secondly, to raise the resources for the state. The first four caliphs. The first caliph was Abu Bakr. He suppressed the revolts by a series of campaigns. The second caliph was Umar. He shaped the Ummah's policy of expansion. The third caliph was Uthman. He packed his administration with his own men, and this led to the opposition in Iraq and Egypt. That is, in administration he placed on the important seats his own men, own people. The fourth caliph was Ali. It was in his time that Muslims broke into Shias and the Sunnis. The administration of the conquered territories by the caliphs. The administration of conquered territories was headed by governors, which were called as amirs, and the tribal chieftains, which were called as ashraf. The central treasury, that is Bayt al-Mal, obtained its revenue from taxes paid by Muslims as well as its share of booty from the raids. The Caliph soldiers, mostly Bedouins, settled in camp cities at the edge of the desert such as Kufa and Basra, so that they remained within their natural habitat and at Caliph's command. The ruling class and soldiers received shares from booty and monthly payment, which was called as Ata. The non-Muslim population retained their rights on property and religious practices on payment of taxes such as Kharaj and Jizya. Jews and Christians were declared as protected subjects of the state, which were called as dummies, and were given as a measure of autonomy in the conduct of their communal affairs. The Umayyads and the changes introduced by Umayyads in politics or administration. Muawiyah was the first caliph of the Umayyads. He had made himself the caliph after the death of Ali in 661 CE. Umayyads were a prosperous clan of Qurayshi tribe. The Umayyads implemented a series of political measures which first consolidated the leadership within Ummah. Muawiyah was the first Umayyad caliph who moved his capital to Damascus and adopted the court ceremonies and administrative institutions of the Byzantine Empire. He also introduced hereditary succession and persuaded the leading Muslims to accept his son as his heir. Although there were Christian advisors in administration and Zoroastrian bureaucrats and scribes, it was Islam that provided legitimacy to their rule. In the Umayyad state, the imperial power was not based directly on Islam, but on statecraft, that is, the skillful management of state affairs. They appealed for unity and suppressed rebellions in the name of Islam. Thank you, children. That's all for this part. Meet you again in part 3.